Hi there, this is Roman and it's Marketing Watch House, and today we have unusual video because we are going to talk about Apple search ads. The search engine advertising that exists in App Store and was created and launched about a couple of years ago, and this year they're actually going worldwide and they already launched more than 40 different countries. That's amazing. And Apple Search Ads is actually quite interesting product. It's very unusual and it's very related to something that we call classic SEM, so keywords advertising, but it has some things that are very different from usual things that we get used. So I'm going to cover these things very short and briefly, and stay tuned. So once again, Apple Search Ads is an app advertising, so we do not acquire people to our site. We acquire people directly to our application in App Store, and it's only available for Apple. And again, it's app advertising in App Store to promote apps based on the keywords. Everything that happens there is depending on what you are typing in a search field in an App Store. So whatever you write there, we will call it a search term. So everything inside is exactly like it's in the Google Ads and Bing advertising, and if you have some experience with that, it would be very easy for you. If you don't, I really recommend you to watch several videos on this channel or on any other channels about Google Ads, so you have some basic understanding what's behind this model. Because Apple Search Ads is a simplified model of a quite difficult search engine idea that is used in Bing, Google Ads, Yandex Ads, Baidu, and a lot of other engines. So what we see is one big ad that covers about 20% of the screen. It can look like that. It also can have much bigger pictures there, and it also differs from platform to platform. Currently, when I film this video, it's not available on App Store and MacBook, but it's now available on 2 versions of iPad and on all iPhones. So creatives there are quite similar to Google Display Network. It's just or Facebook ads, it's just different pictures of the ad, and you can't actually play around with it. And another very good thing about Apple Search Ads is that you do not customize the application there. So you do not customize the headline, you don't customize the picture of your ad, the rating. It's everything that's predefined. And that's first and very big difference from Google Ads, is that we are not trying to give the precise answer to people's queries. We're trying to find queries that will satisfy people with our app. So Google Ads and Search Ads has different morphology of the keywords and the way they're built. First very important thing, that search ads is something that people typing in App Store. They're not typing, I don't know, Mercedes GLE 120 2018 red color, big engine and vroom vroom. No, it's not happening there. They're typing very short keywords, usually 1, 2 or 3 words. 3 is a maximum. 1, 2 and 3 words covers about 95% of searches. They really like to try brand, and you cannot specify such thing like a broad modified and phrase match type in search ad. So what you actually have there is broad match type, which means that if you make advertising on Mercedes keyword, you will match BMW, Hyundai, taxi, flights, a lot of other stuff, everything that connects to transportation. And you also have an exact keywords there, and exact keywords, it works exactly like in Google Ads, but no broader modified, no phrase. And this platform is really very close in terms of data you can receive. So doing advertising in search ads, you don't have as many detailed information. You don't have even half of detailed information you have in Google Ads or Bing or anything else. So you should be ready to work without precise data. To make your advertising best in search ads, I have some several steps for you that you go through, like best practices. But before I go to them, keep in mind that Apple Search Ads is actually extremely successful and extremely useful channel for acquiring people to your app. And it's very profitable. But at the same time, this channel is just launched a couple of years ago, and it's quite difficult to work with it. So if you do not know how to work with any search engine advertising, I would strongly recommend you to apply to the agency or to freelancer. And only if you have some experience, you should go there and try yourself. Because if you know how the search engine advertising works, Apple search is not actually difficult. It just takes time. But if you don't know, there is a high chance you will lose a lot of budget. So what do? You do a lot of exact keywords and only exact. You also do several broad keywords with the negatives with all exact keywords you have. And you also launch a DSA campaign with a low budget. And then you just go to your broad keywords in DSA that works almost the same way and find new exacts. Then you create new exacts in different ad group, and then you track the efficiency based on efficiency tracking you use for your app. The most important thing for you is do not test stuff in broad. Like, do not rely on a broad match in Apple Search Ads. That's the thing you have to remember. And DSA is quite tricky there. So it's not exactly how we used to think about that. You don't have a lot of data. So please be careful with DSA, be careful with the broad, and definitely you should go for exact. And when you create keywords, don't forget that people in App Store really like to search for one word problem, like a taxi or Taxi London or London Underground, or brands they know, like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, I don't know, a lot of other brands. People do not type there how to find a doctor in Miami. That's all what I wanted to tell you today. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will keep trying to make more videos on different topics, including Apple Search Ads, but it's quite difficult to make Apple Search advertising without showing you an app I'm working with, and I have very, very difficult NDA. I cannot share you the data from the cabinets I work in. Thank you very much. Leave your comments below and subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.